Hi, this is the fourth video of the 600 words, or les 600 mots, and we start with the revision.
Révision.
So the revision, 5 words only into English, so I'm gonna tell them in English and you're gonna translate them back into French. The first word is to try. To try. Then is to stop. To stop. The sun. The sun. Then to swear. To swear. And then the government. The government. So the first word is to try, and that is essayer. Second one, to stop, arrêter. Then is the sun, le soleil. Then is to swear, jurer. And then the government, le gouvernement. If you don't remember how to spell them, check the previous video. Okay, see you in the next part.
Présentation. Prononciation.
Okay, so the pronunciation and the presentation and pronunciation. So here are the words. So 5 verbs, 2 adjectives, and 7 nouns. So we start with the verbs. The first one is réfléchir. So it's réfléchir, réfléchir, réfléchir. Deuxième, rouler, rouler, rouler. 3, montrer, montrer, montrer. 4, préférer, préférer, préférer. Et 5, rester, rester. Les adjectifs. Le premier, vieux, vieux, vieux. Don't pronounce the X here, vieux. And the feminine version is vieille. So it's vieille, and the long E at the end. Vieille, vieille. So please don't pronounce this L here, yeah? So it's not vielle, but it's vieille. And you just make this I, E sound longer. Vieille. Petit. Don't pronounce the T here. Petit. This is the masculine version. The feminine version will be petite. And you do pronounce the T here. So petit, petite. Masculine, feminine. The nouns. Bouche. Bouche. Souvenir. Souvenir. Personne. Personne. Poche. Poche. Sourire. 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 Doigt. So you don't pronounce the G, don't pronounce the T. Doigt. So doigt. And gauche. Gauche. Okay, see you in the next part.
Définition. Explication.
Okay, so you see now the explanation, definition, explanation. So, first verb, réfléchir, that means to reflect. So, the mirror, for instance, réfléchit, so it's reflecting. Or, as well, most of the time we're using here when you want to say like you are thinking. So, if you're thinking in order to find a solution for a problem, for instance, then it's to reflect, réfléchir, this idea of trying to find out. So, it's not penser. Penser means to think, and you have some thought in your mind. Here is to reflect as to really think about a problem that you try to solve, for instance. So réfléchir is this intellectual process here. Rouler, to roll, and we use this verb to roll. So either something is rolling, like in English, but we're using this verb, rouler, when you are in a car. So instead of saying to go on, to go forward with the car, we use rouler, in fact, because the car is on wheels. So then you would use rouler. So you won't say avancer, which means to go on, but you would say rouler, because you're on a wheel, because you're in a car. So rouler, to roll. Montrer is to show. Be careful if you have to pronounce this R here. Montrer is different than monter. If there's no R, it becomes to go up. But here is montrer, and montrer means to show something. Préférer, to prefer, exactly like in English. Préférer, to prefer. And rester, it's a false friend, so it doesn't mean to rest, it means to stay. So if you stay somewhere, you don't move, you stay, then it's rester. Rester. Then for our adjectives, we got vieux and vieille, and that means old. Old. And petit, petite means, the definition is small. So if something is small, petit, petite. Then for nouns, we have the first one, la bouche, it's feminine, la bouche, and that means the mouth, la bouche. Then we have le souvenir, and souvenir, it's a memory. So if you have a memory, then you have un souvenir. It could be a souvenir, like in English, if you bring something from a place, a visited place from a country, for instance, and you bring a souvenir. We can say un souvenir, but as well we're using the word souvenir as a memory, so souvenir. La personne, it's feminine, and it means a person. And be careful, it's always feminine, even if you are talking about a man. So for instance, if I talk about me, and I'm saying, for instance, that I'm a patient person, talking about me, I have to say, je suis une personne patiente. So because the word person, it's feminine, then the adjective will be feminine as well. But, you know, I'm talking about me, so I'm masculine. But regardless, because the word person is feminine, it has to stay feminine. So la personne is feminine. A person. Une, deux, trois personnes, one person, two people, three people. So it means as well people in English, when you got several persons, people. And as well, be careful, and I'm gonna do another video on that because it's a bit tricky, but person could mean nobody as well, if it's used in a negation. So it's a bit tricky, and for sure I'm gonna do a video on that, but for now let's say that la personne is a person, the person. Then la poche, it means a pocket, so the pocket on your trousers, for instance, une poche, feminine. Le sourire, masculine, le sourire means the smile, so the smile. Le doigt, that is the finger, le doigt, masculine, doigt. And for those of you who are wondering why we got G and why we have a T here, it's from the Latin word digitum, and digitum, you have a G and you have a T in the Latin form. So we kept these letters, although we don't pronounce them, we kept them. So that's where the G and the T are from. Le doigt, the finger. And la gauche, that means the left. You know already this word, la gauche, the left. Okay, see you in the next part.
Utilisation.
So, as usual, this is my sentences. My first one is il montre ses poches. Il montre ses poches. He shows his pocket. So he shows inside his pocket, kind of. So if I show you what I have in my pocket, I show my pocket. So il montre ses poches. He shows his pocket. Then I have rouler à gauche en Angleterre. So that means that in England, roll on the left side of the road. So rouler à gauche en Angleterre. Roll on the left side in England. Then we have mon petit doigt m'a dit que tu es sorti cette nuit. So mon petit doigt means my small finger. Told me, that's dire in passé composé, so in the past, told me that you went out this evening, so last evening I would say, that evening. And that means my little finger, it's an expression, I put it here because it's quite, in my opinion, quite funny expression. That's what we would say to kids, for instance, and that it's the little bird, in English you would say, the little bird told me. So if you heard from someone, it's a bit of a gossip, or you've got an intuition, then to a kid you would say mon petit doigt. If you don't want to say who told you, you would say it's my little finger who told me. So here is, so the little bird told me that you went out yesterday night, but in French is my little finger. Then we have je préfère cette vieille place à ce vieux cinéma. I prefer this old square to this old cinema. Je préfère cette vieille place à ce vieux cinéma. And the last one, Cette personne réfléchit à comment rester ici. This person thinks, reflect on how to stay here. So the person thinks about a solution, try to find out a solution on how to stay here. So cette personne réfléchit à comment rester ici. Okay, so I'm waiting for your sentences to correct and see you next time.